Hello, dear friends. Whenever you are in trouble, repeat constantly, I am an infinite being, until you are convinced of it. It is the truth. Opinion piece. Two agendas, two horses, two systems, two narratives. Utopia and dystopia. That space opens doors. This space. Dwelling of the gods. The birth of the new earth. Let's start. A battle is accelerating between two economic systems with two opposing agendas and narratives, the Great Reset or the Great Awakening. Basically, they are trying to bring in one world government. Evil operates and thrives in darkness, but the giant spotlight has been turned on, and divine intervention will stop evil's plans in their tracks. The dark side will be exposed and people will realize the truth. The term Great Awakening is used to describe a struggle between occult forces seeking control and dominance, and those who are awakening and discovering the truth. In the meantime, the missionaries of light are waking and expressing a new philosophy based on love, truth and peace, building new social capital and new cooperative enterprises, and awaiting the signal to begin. This is linked to riding two horses. One horse is the fall of the dark side. The other horse is the building of the new earth. It is not utopia, but dystopia that has become reality. No amount of manipulation can cover up the price rise, and people are realizing it. The system is exposed and the house of cards is about to collapse. The theory that global warming is caused by humankind is becoming the focus of the confrontation between the West and Russia, according to Thierry Mason. Twilight. Twilight of the gods is used to describe situations or events in which something or someone that used to be powerful or prominent experiences a decline or unavoidable end. It refers to a time of transition, decline or decay in which something or someone who was once glorious or powerful is coming to an end. The term originated in Norse mythology and refers to Ragnarok, which is the end of the world and the final battle between the gods and the forces of chaos. It will change our lives. People will be able to breathe easier, although not everything will be fulfilled. Abundance will begin on the planet by design. Banks will be transformed. Governments will shrink in size. The only taxes we will pay will be on luxury pieces. Illegitimate debt will be forgiven. And the long-awaited presentation of the people we have been listening to for decades will take place. Our star family. Thousands of ships have been circling the Earth to prevent the detonation of nuclear weapons so that the world war doesn't break out. It will be the twilight of the gods and the birth of the new Earth. Enlightenment. The highest purpose of life is enlightenment and realizing who you are will fulfill that goal. When you are at peace, it is as if a flock of doves has settled on Earth and all is calm again. Completely different capacities are accessible when the mind is at peace, when we have no bad intentions, and when the heart is open and attentive. That space opens doors. The divine plan is to return to Earth, to the Garden of Eden, where we, angels, can come and enjoy the physical experience. We have only to avoid the churning tail and the dying click. In that we have the help and protection of the company of heaven. Randra is of the opinion that Adam and Eve were expelled from paradise from an environment of positivity to one of negativity filled with thorns and wild animals, so that they could gain the learning experience themselves and create a positive world of higher frequency through their merit. The White Hats have not intervened yet because they have to awaken more people. Ascension. According to Natalie Alba, ascension is the conscious rehabilitation of our entire body, as it is what enables unification with our enlightened self. It takes place first within, and we can only continue to help the earth regain its own lost essence when we work with ourselves, recovering soul memories, our life mission, and a higher understanding. Only when we release the many human illusions we have embodied over eons can we start to glimpse what it feels like to become one with all again. For it is this feeling that confirms we are ready, because we have finally reconnected with all within creation, feeling everyone, every creature, and every space as part of us as well. Reset news. The reset will be so quick it will go unnoticed, according to Dave Jefferson. Bond sources said 2 or 3 months ago not to expect anything until mid-July. The end of June is the end of some fiscal years. Goldilocks and many others think big things will happen by July 1st. Others talk of July 4th or much later, but no one knows the day or time. The BRICS gold-backed currency would arrive in August. We have all the good humans. Where had all the good humans gone, and where are all the gods? It's a question. Never let your enemy know your next move. BRICS. The BRICS New Development Bank will not apply IMF prescriptions. Some 25 countries have formally applied to join BRICS, says Andy Schetman, director of Miles Franklin. The BRICS countries will meet in August and are likely to discuss a new reserve currency. Central banks are accumulating gold at a record pace, and investors are taking massive deliveries of the physical metal. This is volatility before the storm, he says. The banking crisis is not over, warns financial analyst Bill Holder, who believes we are heading for the mother of all bank runs. Bob Polney believes the dollar will take a hit with the launch of the new BRICS currency on 22nd August 2023. Polney predicts that something crazy is about to start at the end of June. Canada's economic productivity is in free fall, according to Tristan Hopper. News. Heat wave in Texas. Public centers open with air conditioning. The USA approves the sale of chicken meat made from cultured cells. Underwater noises detected in the search area from the missing submersible. The person in charge of the search for the submersible doesn't know where the noises are coming from. More ships join the search for the Titanic submarine. There are 4 hours of oxygen left. A 4,000-year-old shrine similar to a Stonehenge has been found in the Netherlands. Poverty threatens 45% of Spaniards living in rented accommodation. Americas. Bolivia welcomed the new Andean year with music, food, and offerings. Ushuaia celebrates the longest night of the winter solstice in the southern cone. A local reform causes a social explosion in Jujuy in northwestern Argentina. The president of Argentina will go to court over the reform in Jujuy. The UN calls for an investigation into possible human rights violation in Argentina. Uruguay inaugurates the first artificial intelligence laboratory in Latin America. Venezuela intercepts and destroys an aircraft traveling from Mexico to Curacao. Peru's central restaurant, located in Barranco district of Lima, is voted the best in the world, And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.